Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. You sniff away, Allyson, first thing in the morning.
You
What a
started
delight to
yesterday's
the ears.
show with a cough. I started
I
this
did.
morning with a sniff, everyone.
Well, welcome to our world. We're here for 2 hours this morning, 6 till 8 a.m. If you would like to say hello, the command to give your device is the word say if you are watching on an Echo show. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. I can see Doug is with us already this morning. Hello, lovely Doug. Good
Morning,
morning.
Doug.
Good morning. It's not a lovely morning for us, Doug, unless you are with us, is it, Ali?
It's very true. It's very true. Our OG with us from the beginning. Yeah, it's not a show without Doug.
It is not. We are here, like I say, till 8 a.m. this morning. It's January the 18th, Alison.
No, it's beyond mid-January now. I can't
Tell her,
even
tell everyone what happened yesterday. So Alison on the show was like, I was like, what are you doing the rest of the day? She's like, oh, well, I'm going to do my taxes because in the UK we have to file our tax return at the end of January. She was like, no, I'm going to do my taxes. And what happened?
I took a 2.5-hour nap instead is what I did. That was my body's reaction to the thought of having to do any sort of math calculations. It was like, "Shut down. You need to sleep." So, yeah, I took a 2.5-hour nap, and while I was napping, Haley, let's list all the things that you did.
Yes, Alison, because I've got a child. So I went to the park with my child. I took my mother-in-law home, who looks after her. I went and did a full shop. I got all my stuff ready for tonight, for last night's gig. So I did my ironing. I made my baby's tea. And I'm glad you enjoyed your 2.5 hour nap.
And then she went and did a full gig, everyone, and not an easy gig. This is one of those gigs where, like, you have to be on the entire time because she was emceeing a Beat the Frog, which is basically a new act competition, more or
Mm.
less, and so, Haley, you win. You won yesterday,
I did, but it
and
was lovely. Alison sent a message. We have a little WhatsApp group with our producer, Will, and Alison sent a message like, "Oh, I've just woke up." I was like, "Oh, did you? That's nice." Um, Let us know what you got up to yesterday. Did you do anything fun? Did you have a longer nap than Alison? You probably never, unless you're Sleeping Beauty. Let us know. Say hello this morning, like lovely Doug has done. But today, first of all, let's say happy birthday to our celebrities. Because
yes.
today, on January 18th, it is Jason Segal's birthday. Seagull.
Oh, yeah,
42 today. Kevin Costner, busy dancing with the old wolves. He's 67. Dave Bautista. He's a wrestler and an actor, and I have pronounced that wrong. And Mark Rylance is 62 today. So happy birthday to you all. If you want to drop us a line, let us know what you got for your birthday, then do that.
yeah.
I was talking to someone in the audience last night and it was their birthday. They were out for the birthday. I say the birthday. People really milk it, don't they? It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're like, "My birthday month." Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they were going to an escape room. Have you ever done an escape room?
One time I did an escape room. Thank God I was with somebody who was good at it. I am very bad. What I'm good at is taking
Yeah.
directions. So she was like, "I need you to read that sign and look for codes." I was like, "Great." She's like, "I think we need to move that table." I was like, "Great, doing that." Like, I can't figure it out. How are you? Are you good at it? Because 'Cause you're
No,
competitive.
yeah, but I just find them torture. I did so there was a TV show in the UK called The Crystal Maze, and they've recreated it here in Manchester. And if you don't win the task, you can get locked in the room, and your team have to buy you back. So they have to like use their crystals they are, but to buy you back. So otherwise, you get locked in the room and you have to stay there. I got locked in twice. I played 2 games, lost them both, Alison.
Oh,
Yeah,
Haley. Oh,
they're
I'm
not
so
for me.
sorry. I have a friend who works at the Crystal Maze, well, we both do, I never did it, but I really thought the crystals that you get the round crystals, they're really pretty, that you can win, and I was like, "Wow, they're so pretty." So, anyway, my friend just got me one of those crystals, so I have one of those crystals in the window. So I look like I've won, but
Cheeky, cheeky. Doug said this afternoon he has a doctor's appointment. Well, I hope that goes well, Doug. And we will be with you until then, hopefully, Doug, because we're here till 8 a.m.
Mm.
this morning. National Winnie the Pooh Day today.
Hey, National Winnie the Pooh Day. So, have you ever gotten into, like, the Tao of Pooh or all of that reading about No, there's a book that's all about how Winnie the Pooh is actually, like, life and human behavior and different types of people are like represent the characters within the Pooh story. So do you have a character you think you'd identify with?
Eeyore.
Yeah, Eeyore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's self-explanatory.
You're
I don't
you're a
actually know that many characters in Winnie the Pooh, to be fair. I don't think I've ever seen an episode. There's a little tiny pig, isn't there? There's Piglet.
Piglet, and I think he's a peppy, happy one, so maybe I would be Piglet, maybe just
Is
trying to
Tigger in Winnie the Pooh?
yes.
Okay, that's where I know Tigger from.
Yeah.
Who are you? You're Tigger.
No, I think I'm Piglet. I think Piglet
Okay.
is like a worry, but always, like, helping out people, and I think I'd be a Piglet, I'm not sure.
Mm.
I'm not as chill as Pooh, that's for sure. I'd like to be as chill as Pooh. Pooh
You
is
are
the
until you're tired,
it's true.
and then you get like that. Doug has said, "I thought of a good name for my Backchannel talk show." Are you? Oh, you're opening your own talk show now. Well, you are here often enough to do one, Doug. Let's
Doug
face
is
it.
really pitching. Alright, Doug, what is it? That's because I'm a volunteer. Yeah, you are volunteering right now.
Um,
Yeah, you are, you're committed.
Tell us the name for your talk show, Doug. Can it beat the Hayley and Allyson show? It's really selfish. We really went to town when we thought of the name for this show. What should we call it? My name's Hayley, yours is Allyson. What could we do? Um, but yes, it's also National Peking Duck Day today. Did you know that?
I did not know that. National Peking Duck Day. Well, so if you're a Chinese food fan, today's the day to get a Peking duck. Peking duck.
Mm, never had one, being the old vegetarian. But if you are a Peking duck fan, today's your day to have as much Peking duck as you like. Doug said his chat show is going to be on patrol because he's a volunteer police officer. So
Ah!
I look forward to watching that, Doug. Just don't arrest us
Please do not.
for
Please do
drinking
not.
on the street because it's a very hard job, this. Sometimes we just need to relax, Doug.
That's
Um,
why I ended up having a 2.5-hour nap. I just, too many drinks on the street. Sorry, one more thing, National Peking Duck Day. Now, Haley, there
mhm.
are a lot of excellent mock meat products that are out there.
Yes, they do duck.
Yeah, they do, and I know this because my brother-in-law well, I say brother-in-law, I'm not married, but what else do you call him? Everyone else calls me the daughter-in-law, the sister-in-law, so we're given hints, but anyway, he's not picked
Mhm.
up yet. He always orders, mock chicken, but one of his favorites is mock duck. He says that a lot of the mock duck things that he orders from Chinese food places, you wouldn't even know it's not duck, and I was like,
Oh, that's a
"Oh."
worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh."
Tastes exactly like it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah.
why I worry.
Mhm.
Until it's in a reputable establishment, I will refrain. But yeah, no, I have heard that actually, so maybe I do need to do that.
Give it a go.
Um, I will give it a go. Thanks, Alison. Did you know that on this very day, Alison? Did you know on this very day in the year 1995, Yahoo.com was created?
Really? 1995? Yahoo 1995. I
Mhm.
why do I think it has been around for longer than that?
No, I don't think so. Because I
Okay.
don't. Oh, yeah. Well, how old were you in 1995?
I was a young 48. No, I was not. I was 62. No, I wasn't. I was
Life,
77. No, I wasn't.
life, life before the internet. Alison June Smith is the name of your next Edinburgh show.
Life before the internet is how I live. No, I try to jump on board with social media and fun things, but it's the fact that I remember like, Haley, do you remember the world before computers? I do. I remember the
Oh,
world before computers.
what is this world? Do you know what happened last night at my gig? There was a woman in who was, I would say, in her 50s. Let's
Mhm.
hope I'm being correct there. Harsh lighting. She might have been younger. But it's now because of coronavirus. It's all you have to order your drinks on an app on your phone, and the bar staff bring them over. So you just literally scan the barcode, order your drinks, great. And this woman's going over here, over here to the bar staff, and I was like, there's an app, and she's like, yeah, but I don't know how to get it on my phone because she's of that age. So she was just like hollering the bar staff over, and I was like, someone please
This is
tell her.
teach her how to use her phone.
This is so distracting when I'm on stage and I can hear her shouting, 2 Jaeger bombs and a lager. And you're like, no, just someone show her.
That wouldn't be weird though to people in North America, because we have had table service for all of our lives. We're used to people
Oh.
bringing us things. Whereas in the UK, this is why they have breaks during the show so people can go to the bar and get their own drinks and then sit back down. It seems so bizarre. So I was kind of hoping that like table service would take off in the UK and then servers would even make tips because they should for the work that they do.
Yeah, they do. And also,
Yeah.
anyway, I'm not going to go political with it, but also people treat sort of service staff really badly. And I just
Yeah.
think, no, they've got like a really hard job having to deal with people. I'd hate to deal with it face to face. My mum used to work in a shop that sold children's accessories, for babies.
Oh, she
So
would have
she
just
had,
been treated like garbage, I bet. Yeah.
yeah, hormonal women crying. So you deal like you're not only dealing with the general public, you're also dealing with hormonal women.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was pretty hard. Anyway, Alison, shall I tell you what's coming up in the rest of the show today?
Hayley, I would love to know what is coming up in the show today.
Coming up in the next 2 hours of the show, we are going to be doing the news stories from around the world. It is time for our one-star film review, where we take films that have been universally panned online and read out the reviews. But what is the film? We'll also be doing our Agony Auntie section and ending on a game of true or false. That's all coming up in the next 2 hours.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
That's all coming up. That was Alison June Smith's mum. I bet she would be made up if she could hear that getting played every day.
Every morning she'd be like, "Ooh, I always knew I had a voice for radio."
Also today, Alison, I don't want to say, have I mentioned that I've been going to the gym?
Hayley, let me get this straight. You've regularly been going to the gym. So since January started, you have followed through on your commitments.
I have. I've been really good. And I asked one of my friends, she's like a big fitness expert, right? I said, can you do me a little plan so I know what I'm doing? Yeah. And she sent me a message this morning. I just want to read it out and see if you can work out what any of these mean.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me find the text message she sent. Okay. Really long. Do you know, like a really long message where like it's that long, you're like, oh my days. It's like,
if you've got to scroll, it's a long message.
yeah. So it's going on, blah, blah, blah. I'd recommend deadlifts, underhand suspension rows.
Okay.
I've got to do 3 sets of 6 to 8 of underhand suspension rows, standing dumbbell lateral raise, Bulgarian split squats.
Okay. I think I know a bulgy squat squat. I can't even say
I
it.
don't think I should be doing the squits in the gym, otherwise I'll be asked to leave. Renegade rows. I think she's just making this up to make me look stupid.
Yeah.
Do you know, like when you send a trainee and say, go and do a long stand? This is me going, can you show me how to do a Bulgarian split squat? Yeah. Box squats. I mean, they're very walking lunges.
Yeah.
Oblique sit-ups. I mean, yeah. I mean,
lunges. Look, squats and lunges are the key. Squats, because squats use almost, even though you wouldn't think it, like so many muscles in your body. You think it's just the legs, but it's not. Squats are the key. Squats are the key to the soul, I believe. Yeah. She's going to make you squat in a million different ways is what's going to happen.
The only time I squat is when there's money on the floor at the minute. So, but if you do know what a Bulgarian split squat, right? Let me know, because I haven't a clue. And she said, ask someone in the gym to help you. No, I'm not asking someone in the gym.
No, we can work it out. We'll Google all the stuff. We'll make you a system. How long do you want to be in the gym every time? Would you have a
minimum amount required?
So 30 to 45 minutes is what you're looking for. Yeah.
Are you my new gym instructor now?
I'd like to be. I mean, don't let this physique fool you. I've done many different things. I've been through many different personal trainers. I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it.
Well, there you go. Allison's. Maybe we could do like a train with Allyson section on the show.
Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? I could find some actual activities that I think will genuinely, like, I always think stretching's a big key, everyone. That's why yoga's so good, right? The more you stretch, long term, your body is just going to be in better shape. Just going to be in better shape. Yeah.
Yeah, but stretching is boring, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also chill, right? I'd rather go somewhere and stretch for 8 hours than work out for 30.
Wasn't it Producer Will? Producer Will, by the way, is with us till 8 a.m. this morning. You do bedtime yoga, don't you?
I do, yeah. It's great.
And you're still on it? You're still doing it? Committed to it? You like it?
I did it last night. I did it yesterday. And that was the first time I've done it in a few days. But that's because... So the main reason why is because now I've got my new fitness tracker watch. If I've not if it gets to like the end of the day and it says that I've not done enough exercise, or if I've not spent enough time exercising, if I do, I'm like, if I do 20 minutes worth of yoga,
Then
counts.
it's something. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Would
helps me
you
close my.
do you close your rings? Let's talk about closing of the rings. Do you have a thing that you're following, or do you make it up yourself, or is it what?
I follow a 20-minute. There's a 20-minute like yoga for beginners video on YouTube, and I just do that. But
Will you
now I'm
send
getting
it
kind
to
of
me?
bored for it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. No, I'm getting
Send
a
it
bit
to me,
bored of
because
it.
then I'll think of you while I'm yogaing at night. We should all do nighttime yoga.
Nighttime yoga.
I can't because some of us have a social life. But you two get busy stretching alone in your bedrooms.
Yeah.
Sounds
Will.
Will do.
I'm in.
Lovely. Will, it's with us till 8 a.m. We have shows here all day, though, on Backchannel. It's not just about us, Allyson.
No, full 12 hours. 12 hours now, some days, I believe.
12 hours. That's
12 hours. Yeah.
That's how much nap you have in between the show. After ourselves, here is Liv Harrison. She's here 8 till 10 a.m. At 10 till 12, we have a brand new show which started last week. Jam and Renee. So check them out. 12 till 2, the Anthony Davis show. At 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with your pal Hal. And another brand new show which started last week, Mario Smith, 4 till 6. So check them out, but stay with us until 8 a.m. because otherwise it's just two tired women talking for 2 hours. I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt.
Two tired women talking for 2 hours. That should be that's our show slogan. Two tired women talking for 2 hours.
Can we have that as a jingle, Will? Can you do one for us? We should get your mum to do that as a jingle.
Two tired women talking for 2 hours. I will. I'm going to talk to her tonight. I'll be like, Mom, I need you to say this. I'll record it. I'll send it in.
Yeah, please. We'll have that for tomorrow's show. But now I think we should get into our agony aunties section, Allyson, because myself and Allyson were quite knowledgeable. You know, a lot of people come to us for advice and then they never come back again. In fact, they actually unfriend us on Facebook and block us. But if you have a problem you would like us to talk about on the show, then get in touch this morning. We will try our best to offer the advice. Listen, disclaimer, we're not trained therapists, are we, Allyson?
Not. We are not trained therapists. We are two people that just care. We're two sets of ears. We're 4 ears, and we're here for you. And we just want to hear. We may not have a solution, but what we will do is talk about it, maybe provide some options of things you can try. The other thing I always encourage is if you're listening and you think you have some good advice for anyone going through these problems, by all means, please get on your devices to share this information. Because sometimes it's hard to see. What is it? Hard to see the sun through the clouds. What's the saying? Hard to see hard to see what to do. So
hard to see what the metaphor is.
I know there's a metaphor out there. Insert metaphor here, everyone. So yes, please do get involved. But without further ado, Hayley, let's get into our first problem.
Okay, by the way, if you do have a problem you'd like us to talk about, the command to give your device if you are watching us on an Echo show is the word say, followed by your problem. So the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your problem. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can get involved with the chat there. I can see that Kane is with us this morning. Hi, Kane. Drop us a line. Let us know how you are. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you've had for breakfast. Anything. We're here for 2 hours, Kane. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, just type your problem in the box below and we will try our best to solve it. These are problems that have come through previously. And the first one is from Andy in London. And Andy said, I think my girlfriend is hiding something from me. She never lets me look at her phone and is dismissive when I ask about certain aspects of her day. How do I ask her what's going on, or am I overthinking it? Allyson.
Andy. Okay. Well, my first thoughts are, how long has this been going on for? Because if it's just a short period of time, if it's something, I mean, maybe there's something, I don't know, maybe there's something she's planning for you, maybe there is. But if this is something that you feel has been going on for a while, I mean, I don't think you're overthinking it, because you're trusting your gut, right? You're assuming, again, there might be a lot of background, right? So maybe, Andy, have you had previous partners that have not been faithful? Is this what's getting you worried? But I mean, if this is a gut feeling, it's a gut feeling. How do I ask her what's going on? Well, I suppose you just open up directly about it and just say, "Hey, sometimes I feel this way." Um, not accusing, not going, "Why don't you let me look at your phone? I wanted to," but just saying, sometimes I feel um, like there is something occurring that maybe you don't want me to know about. Maybe I mean, I think you need to directly have this conversation with her and see how she responds to it. Um, I mean, Haley, have you ever had an instance like this in your life? Have you ever had anyone?
Do you want me to bring up my emotional trauma?
Let's open
Um,
up. Let's open up.
Sometimes your gut is right, Andy, but also, on the other hand, she could have you got a birthday coming up? Is she maybe planning something for your birthday?
That's
Is
what I
she
mean.
looking I mean, she could be looking at wedding rings like me and Alison look at, and, although I do leave my phone out on the wedding engagement ring page so we can see that, still hasn't asked me.
Here it is. Here's the ring I want. Here's the ring I want.
Well, and it could be something else. Maybe she's got an embarrassing woman's product problem and she's looking for medication for that. Or maybe she is having an affair. Like it could be a numerous thing. You've just got to ask. And sometimes your gut's right though, Andy. So I mean, are there other things that are making you feel like this? Like Alison said, have you been hurt in the past? Maybe that's making you overly suspicious. It could just be that she's looking at something simple, and maybe because of things that have happened in the past, this could be making you feel more insecure. You all you've got to do, Andy, is just be honest and say, "Look, I feel like something is going on. You're hiding something from me." See what she says, and then go from there. Doug has said, if you trust that person, then you should give them the benefit of the doubt.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure. But I always feel like if there is something, there's nothing wrong with having open communication about these things. What I would recommend, Andy, is maybe write out what maybe you wanna say or ask, prepare yourself so then when you do speak to her, you know what you're going in with, the words you wanna say, because it can very quickly, turn from a discussion to accusations, and you don't want her to be defensive, you want her to be open and honest, because if you're like, it's certain when I ask her about certain aspects of her day, I mean, is it a certain time? Is there something going on at work that you're worried about, you know? So I think, Andy, if you write out all of your feelings, your concerns, and then figure out how you want to talk to her about this, again, not no accusations, but a discussion. I think that's the best way to go about it. Because look, if you can't talk to your partner about things that are on your mind, I don't know the point of being with that person. That's just my opinion.
You must go through a lot of paper in your house, Alison, because your answer to everything is write it down. You must go through so much stationery.
Look at what I've done though now, everyone. Instead of having this is an erasable journal, so you can erase the
Mm.
pages. So you just wipe them down with water and then you can keep using it. You can also take pictures and it'll email you and it'll change it to text if you write it. Anyway, so yeah, so I do write a lot of things. I have a lot of journals on the go. But yeah, Andy, those are my suggestions. I'm sorry you're going through this period right now, but I'm sure with some open and honest communication, and maybe like you said, approach it like is there something wrong? Is there something going on? Maybe those are your concerns rather than what are you hiding from me? Instead, I feel like there might be something occurring. So, yeah, Doug, I agree with you. Give them the benefit of the doubt. However, you can't ignore your gut. So it's finding that happy place and being able to have a conversation about it. That's what I think.
Thank you, Alison, and thank you, Doug, for getting involved with that. Next problem is from Phil in Pennsylvania. Good morning, Phil. And they say, what's the best way to appear more confident? Oh, you'll be good at this one, Alison. You're a very confident person.
Well, then I'm doing a great job of appearing that way. Okay, Phil, fake it till you make it, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to look around at people that you see as confident, and kind of use them as role models. What is it about their behavior that makes them seem confident to you? What to you is confidence? And once you identify those things, then you can start to go, okay, how do I put this into my life? this may not help you to appear more confident, but to actually build confidence. I'm a big fan of mantras. I'm a big fan of saying something to yourself every day. Even if it starts off, I will project confidence throughout my day. Okay, so that's a statement. That's not I will be more confident. I will project confidence. So you figure out what are the aspects of people that you think are confident, and then you say to yourself every day, okay, today I'm going to project some of those things into my day. Um, I mean, you can also read a lot of books. There's a lot of lovely, health and well-being books about self-confidence, which I know it sounds cheesy, but I like reading them. They have great tips, right? There's great tips on other things that you can do. But I'm a big fan of mantras. I'm a big fan of looking at other people. Doug has just said, think positive, don't think negative. Yes, Doug. For every negative thought that comes into your head, you have to force yourself to counteract it with a positive. They actually say counteract it with 3 positives because it's easier to go into the negative than the positive. So, yeah, I agree with you, Doug, but it is mental training to force yourself to do that. But, yeah, those would be some of my initial suggestions. Haley, what do you think?
You're quite right, Alison, when you say, like, I find becoming more confident is by when you said about who appears confident to you. So look at who appears confident to you. And there's some certain comedians who are very, very confident.
Confident, yeah.
Yeah. Not necessarily the ability to back it up, but very, very confident. And sometimes I think, oh, okay, I'll just pretend like I'm them just to get through this. And what
Yes.
would they do? How would they hold themselves?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, thinking like someone who's confident is a good way. Allyson, like Allyson said, mantras, believing in yourself, like Doug says, thinking positive. It's all like Allyson says, fake it till you make it,
Fake
Phil,
it till
and
you
you'll
make
be
it.
fine.
Fake it till you make it.
Mm.
Because the other thing to realize, Phil, is those people who are appearing really confident to you, look, maybe they're not. Maybe this is a facade. So that's why I always encourage a little bit of inner work as well as, what you're putting outward. But the fact that you're even addressing it, Phil, well done. Well done. That means that you're already on the path of trying to figure out a bit more confidence. So good job, pal. You're doing great, in my opinion.
Thank you, Allyson. We are talking problems this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show. If you have a problem you'd like us to talk about here on the show, then get involved. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. We'll do one more problem this morning. And this is from Michelle in Georgia. And they say, my mum is being shady about her new boyfriend. She might think that I won't approve. Is it any of my business?
Well, Michelle, lovely to hear from you, first off. Secondly, I think it's really sweet, obviously, that are, look, not concerned, but want to be a part of your mom's life, want to know what's going on. Um, have you directly asked her about, have you said, look, I feel like you are being a little shady about this new guy, but maybe, I mean, if this is new, Michelle, maybe she's not sure herself. So she doesn't want to like fill you in on all the details until she's like, nope, yeah, this person. Or maybe you're right, Michelle. Maybe there is something going on that she doesn't want to say out loud. In which case, I do think you were being a good daughter to be like, tell me about your boyfriend. Tell me more about him. Is it
also
any? Yeah, go
she
ahead.
could be like, it's hard. Like, if your mum's been single for a long time and she's going to introduce you to someone new, then that's pretty tricky, isn't it? Like, if my mum brought obviously I want my mum to be happy and meet someone new, but at the same time, it's a bit like if she's been single for a long time, she might think, right, like Allyson says, I'm just going to just wait a little bit, see how I get on with him before I introduce him to you. So that could be why she's being shady. Or, like you say, it could be that, I mean, how long has she been said? There's so many questions when we
I
have
know.
these
Yeah.
follow-up questions. But yeah, it could be a number of things, Michelle. And I think it is your business because you want your mum to be happy, but at the same time, it's her life as well. So you've got to respect that. So it's a tricky, tricky one to say.
The other thing too, Michelle, is to be very accepting of whoever that it is that your mom dates, right? Because and I always say this, there's lots of friends, there's lots of people in our lives and they date partners and you're like, "Oh God," but this is the statement I always say to them, "Whoever you love, I'm going to love." Right? So they know that I know, but you want them to if you're not that person who accepts the person they're dating, then there will be more secrets hidden from you and there will be more things not shared with you and there will be more activities that don't involve you and you don't want that. So to be able to get to know the person, you have to make your mom realize you're accepting them and going into it with love for them as well. And that'll probably help her to open up a little bit more. And them, you'll probably get to know more about them. And then you can really figure out, "Ugh, what is this person about?" So, yeah.
Thank you, Alison, and thank you for everyone who sent us a problem this morning. If you have one for tomorrow, then get in touch. Doug has said he has a friend that's trying to get on backchannel.tv, but he cannot type for some reason. I've just had a quick look, Doug. It does seem to be working okay this side, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. But yeah, backchannel.tv is where it's at if you want to leave us a message there. It does seem to be working okay. So I'm not too sure, I'm afraid. Apologies to Doug's friend who can't get on. But good morning. Is that Kane? Hi, Kane. We don't know why you can't get on.
We are disappointed. I'd hope
Yeah.
maybe refresh, maybe turn your device on and off. That's
Just
the
real
always the best.
professional advice.
On and off. Turn it on and off, but turn it back on and join us on backchannel.tv. Yeah. Well, I feel good about the advice we gave this morning. I'm gonna say that. I feel
I'm
good.
glad you do. Anyway, so it's time for a game. Shall we have a game, Alison?
Hayley, let's do a game. Let's do a game involving reviews.
Well, I'm glad you said that, Alison, because we have prepared now the 1-star movie review game. We've coordinated outfits today, by the way, as well. We're both in little black outfits.
Little black ditties.
Little bit. Okay. So we're going to do the 1-star movie review game. It's a staple here on the Hayley and Allyson show. What we do is we read out reviews that people have left online for a movie. The thing they all have in common is they've left the movie a 1-star review. And we want you to guess what this movie is. We're going to read out these reviews. These are reviews that people have actually left online. A little bit of a disclaimer. It doesn't mean that the film is bad because they've left it a bad review. We all like different things. Myself and Alison, we love the film Grease too. Turns out we're in the very low percentage of people that do. We'd give it a 5-star review. They'd give it a 1-star review. But at the same time, people in the past for 1-star reviews have like given The Shawshank Redemption 1 stars. And that's an amazing film. So just because, little tip, they have left this a bad review doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad film.
No.
But sometimes it could be a bad one.
Yeah.
So we're going to read out these reviews. Myself and Alison, we'd like to take it in turns to read out these reviews in the style of however, so we like to give ourselves a bit of motivation. We like to pretend we're actors in an audition. So Alison, if you would like to read out the first review.
Yes, I would love to.
And I'd like you to read this out in the style of Clint Eastwood.
Okay. In the style of Clint Eastwood. He does westerns, but other types. Okay. All right. So he doesn't open his mouth a lot, does he? This is kind of okay. Here we go. I have seen a lot of bad movies of all types, and this one worst of all. I've seen a lot of high school comedies with some kind of moral, and none of those was bad as this horrible movie. And considering how awful all those movies are, that's really saying something. We are really supposed to believe that no one can tell the difference between Viola and her brother? I'm Clint Eastwood.
I'm glad you cleared that up at the end. Thank you, Alison. But what is the film that this particular person has left a 1-star review for? Let's have a look. It's a high school comedy. It has a character called Viola and a brother. But
what's the movie? Have you seen this movie, Hayley? Have you seen this movie? No, neither have I. So we are guiding you blind through this movie review. So okay, yeah. So like Hayley said, Viola, her brother, Viola, however you want to say it. Is that an instrument or a name? Anyway, high school. Okay, there we go.
What is the film? If you think you know what it is and would like to make a guess now, do so. It's free to do so because there is no prize. But you do get to win a virtual hug from myself and Alison.
That's a nice prize. We will virtually hug you, and
we will.
We'll say your name. It'll be directed at you. It's for you.
It's for you. If you want to make a guess, the command to give your device if you are watching on an Echo show and can see our lovely faces, using the word lovely very, very loosely, is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can make a guess there, type the answer in, or if you're watching on YouTube, just type it in the box below. Ways to get in touch, make your guess. I'm going to read out another review now, a separate person who has also left this film a 1-star review. How would you like me to read it, Allyson?
Okay, I'm going to start you off slow and easy today. Hayley, I just want you to read this as though you are scared. You're in a scary scene in a horror movie, all right? You're scared. You're hiding from someone, okay? So quiet scared, kind of. Yeah.
Okay. Quiet scared.
Quiet scared.
Great for the radio.
Just moving close to that microphone. Just get real close.
Undoubtedly, oh God, shh. Every few years, they will and have so far made a tatty remake of a Shakespeare play and tried to hip it up for the kids, etc. Oh God. Shh. I'm fine with that concept because at the end of the day, kids these days are too stupid to sit down and appreciate Shakespeare. And I'm one of that number. But this film was an insult to even the most illiterate of film goers. Someone's coming.
That was excellent, Hayley. That was an excellent read. Some clues out of this. Okay, Hollywood chick flick. It is what we would define as a chick flick. A blatant mockery of Shakespeare, blatant mockery of soccer. So we've got chick flick, soccer, Shakespeare. But it's no good in the casting shows it and what Americans think about football, soccer, and volleyball are beach games to be played.
You're reading the next review that I never read, Allyson. Don't give me
Never mind, everyone. Sorry about that. Please ignore that. Shakespeare was the big one out of that.
Okay, so it's a high school film based on a Shakespeare play. But what is the film? The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv. I don't know why you're not with it. You've had loads of sleep.
I've had so much sleep, and I'm still like, what? What? Sorry, everyone. I gave you unnecessary clues. They're coming up in this review, though. They're coming up in this review. Hayley, how would you like me to read this review? Like someone who is overrested, an overrested individual.
Okay, I'd like you to read this like you're a spy, and you're reporting into a dictaphone what you've just seen back to whoever's asked you to spy.
Great, love it. How's this? Does this kind of give the right sort of sound? Do I have the right? Is that there? We go. How about that? Okay.
Okay.
I have never seen a worse Hollywood chick flick. I have never seen such a blatant mockery of soccer ever. The acting was horrible. So was the story. It started off nicely, and I thought it would be good. Would be a good turnout, at least better than the casting. But no, it's as good as the casting shows it. And what the Americans think about it, that football, soccer, and volleyball are beach games to be played by girls. Did you like that? That was really kind of like, closing the,
I really like that. Well done, Allyson. So, clues in that one. That was another review that someone else has left this film 1 star. Hollywood chick flick, soccer, beach game, girls, based on a Shakespeare play. But what high school film? What do you think the film is? If you would like to make a guess, the command to give your device is the word say, or you can go to backchannel.tv and type your answer in there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments below.
Love it.
Thanks.
Love it.
How would you like me to read this one, Allyson?
I feel like I want you to read it like a very stereotypical British woman, almost like a Dame Edna. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like something. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. A real stereotypical British, over-exaggerated Dame Edna type of. Yeah.
This was one of the worst movies I've ever heard of and then very reluctantly saw. To my utter surprise, however, it was even worse than I thought. Full of predictability and bad jokes, and stuff in between that billions of moments of a clear girl who not only looks like one, but acts unmistakably like a girl pretending to be a boy.
I think that's my favorite read of yours yet.
Thank you, Allyson.
That
Good.
was really good. What a great character, Hayley. I really like that. All right. Things in this movie. I mean, again, a girl pretending to be a boy. Gosh, predictable. Well, this person thinks they're predictable, bad moments. Yeah, a billion of moments of a girl who clearly only looks like one but acts unmistakable. Okay, so a girl who acts
Quite a
kind of
dated
boyish.
film now, though, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because gender is fluid. But it was released in 2006. It got 6.3 on IMDb. It starred, here's the big clues, Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum, and it was based on Shakespeare's 12 Nights. But what is the film?
What is the film? What is the film?
What is the film? If you would like to make a guess, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or you can go to backchannel.tv and type in your answer there. Or if you're watching on YouTube, type below. We're going to give it a couple more seconds and then we're going to reveal what the film is.
You enjoyed doing that voice, didn't you? You liked it because you can slide back into that pretty easily. That is really fun, Hayley. I want you to try and figure out how to use that voice on stage because that's really fun. I really like that voice. Sorry to go on about it, but
Thanks, Allyson. I mean,
you're
it's
welcome.
quite hard to use on stage in a stand-up bit, really. I can't say my mum speaks like that because that would be lying.
Could we do like an
Hayley.
obnoxious, like a headmaster? Do you have any school stories? Anyway,
very
we'll
much.
workshop later, but I really like that voice.
We need to crack on with the show. Listen, Doug, did your friend manage to? Is your friend manage to go on? Will, just double check, by the way, if you don't mind, producer Will, that it is working okay. I had a quick look at backchannel.tv and it seemed to be okay to me. But if we could just double check that.
Because
side.
any friend of Doug's is a friend of ours, and we want them on the show. So can we
Exactly.
make sure it's working correctly?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want me to read the synopsis, or are we going to wait till we expose the movie? Expose it.
Expose the movie. Yes, read the synopsis of the movie, then we'll give you 10 seconds, and then we will reveal the answer to the 1-star movie review. Just to do a little recap, if you've just joined us, we are reading out reviews that people have left online for a film. They've all give this film 1-star reviews, but what is the film? Allyson, give us a synopsis of the film, please.
Okay, the synopsis of the film. Oh, Freddie has a guess. Thank you, Freddie, for guessing. Excellent. So, synopsis of the film. When her brother decides to ditch for a couple of weeks, Viola heads over to his elite boarding school disguised as him and proceeds to fall for his school star soccer player and soon learns she is not the only one with romantic troubles.
Okay, let's do the reveal now. Freddie has guessed, is it Freaky Friday? Good guess.
Very good guess.
Teen flick, body swap film, which could be the gender thing. But I can reveal, Allyson. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The film is She's the Man.
Hey, She's the Man. I've never seen it. Yeah.
I've never seen it. Didn't realize it starred Channing Tatum. He must have been very young in that.
He must have been a baby. Will, producer Will, have you seen this flick? Have you seen the film? Hi.
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 Yeah, I have.
Do you like it?
No.
No. Okay.
I've watched it a long time ago.
Okay,
Probably
so it is
as
an older. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha,
As an adolescent, and it's just like she wants her Channing Tatum's sister wants to play soccer, but she's not allowed because she's a girl, so she dresses up. Oh well, maybe. Wait, hang on. I don't think it is his sister because she fancies him.
So her brother is on the team with Channing Tatum, and she replaces the brother and then falls in love with Channing Tatum. Because who wouldn't?
I mean, come on, it's the sensible thing to do.
This is like a modern day Yentl, isn't it? This is what it is, where
You took the word straight out of my mouth, Alison.
modern day
A
Yentl.
modern day lentil? Is that
Yeah.
is that like a yellow lentil?
No, Yentl was Barbara Streisand, and she wants to go to school, but they won't. Girls can't go to school back in the Jewish community days. This is many, many years ago. So
Ah,
she
Oh yeah.
dresses up as a man and goes to school and pretends to be a boy. Yeah,
I
it's
dressed
been
up
done
as
a
a
lot,
woman
hasn't it?
once, but that was for something else.
that wasn't for educational purposes.
No. That was something
Thank
else. I'll tell you about that
Will.
later.
Thank you, Will.
That was the
Great.
one-star movie review. Thank you for guessing if you did, Freddie. But now, Alison, it's time for the news stories around the world. We like to have a little look at the fun news stories. We don't like to talk about the old Rona because it brings you down a little bit.
No.
Sweeping the nation still. 2 years later. But let's look at the fun news stories from around the world, things that are a little bit different that you might not have heard of. And on there's an article in npr.org this morning, and it's about, you might have seen it, free cats. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this story, but Jessica Gerson-Neves and her wife Nikki were looking forward to using a new blender. They bought this big, massive new blender. They got it home and they put it on the floor. They're from Canada, by the way. Do you know them?
In Ontario, yeah, really good friends with them. I bought them the blender. Go on.
But it arrived in the mail December the 16th, and they set it down inside on the kitchen floor just for a quick second, just while they were working out what to do with it. And that was a month ago now. They haven't been able to pick the blender up because their 3 cats won't let them. Now, this sounds ridiculous, but I don't know if you can get the picture up, Will. Their cats are sat on top of the box, and when they go to move the box, the cats have been attacking them, basically. They've got really protective over this blender. They can't move it. They can't get near it. So these cats have held this blender hostage. They've been posting updates on the cat's Facebook page. There is language in there, which is why we can't show it. But it's basically showing them trying to get to this box every day. The cats are just not having it. There's always one cat. There's 3 cats, and there's always one cat at one point just
Constantly
minding this
guarding
box.
it, guarding it.
Mm. So the cat's page has grown from 64 followers to 25,000 as people around the world have been learning about the story. So what's the cat's Facebook page? There they are. Producer Will's got the picture
Aw.
up if you're watching. Looks cute, but if you went near that box, terrifying. But there we go. Do we know the name of the Facebook page so people can check it out? Let me have a look. Oh, here we go. Jessica Gerson-Neves on Facebook. There you go.
And do you know what's great is I don't know if you read this, but Vitamix, which is the blender that they have, Vitamix, I guess someone tweeted or Vitamix found out about it. So what they did was they sent them a couple of empty boxes so they could lure their cats. So Vitamix is involved with this now. They're like, okay. And even in that picture, you could see lies. So they've written lies on the box that does not have the thing in it, but they've stuffed things in it to make it feel heavy. So they're trying to lure the cats away from the actual Vitamix box. And they even said in the article, they're like, look, we know we could just pick the cats up and move them, but it's quite spectacular that they've really been on guard for this long. So they don't just want to disrupt the cat. So yeah, I thought that was really funny. The Vitamix is like, here's some empty boxes, give it a go. Yeah.
But cats always do that though. Like I mean, I don't have a cat myself, but I know obviously like family members who've got cats and stuff. And yeah, they always do that. They always go for the thing that you don't want them to touch, like, or you get them. My partner's mum has got like 3 cats, and she's got like 17 cat beds around the house for them that she spent a lot of money on. And they go, nah, I'm just gonna sit in this box, this shoe box.
A box is too small too. You get a small box, and the cat's like, I need to fit in that immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. Kane has finally joined us. Yes, Kane, you've got it working. He said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kane. Thank you for joining us. Friend of Doug, friend of ours. So thank you for getting in touch this morning, Kane. We're glad that you were able to join us. We're talking the news stories this morning. Allyson, I don't suppose you've seen a news story about a wandering seal.
I absolutely do have a story about a wandering seal found in Grimsby is the name of is it a town, a city? I don't know what we would call it. They're very particular about what you call things here in this country. So in England, in the UK, in Grimsby, the Humberside police, this is a tweet, this morning we received a report of a seal near the town center. So unfortunately, the seal did not want to hang around, resulting in one of our slowest pursuits. Happily, a local charity, we were able to help out and took our unofficial mascot to a Skegness sanctuary. So what has happened is a seal has appeared outside a B&M, which is like a Rona, like a house, like go and get things
Like
for
a
the
cheap
house.
shop, like a dollar
Yeah.
store, but like a
Yeah.
bit dearer.
A bit fancier dollar store. And yeah, this seal has just appeared. Now, they're not sure how this seal has appeared. Um they're thinking it might be there is a water turn, I guess, apparently close by. So they're like, it is possible that the water has flooded up and the seal got there. The only other thing that they can think is there was human intervention. So someone, which I hope not. The idea of someone picking up a seal and putting it in the middle of the
Yeah.
town center makes me a little angry. So I hope that didn't happen. But we don't need to worry because the seal has been picked up and taken to a sanctuary in Skegness. Yes, that's a real place. It's not like Narnia. Skegness, and yeah, so they're caring for the seal. Seal's okay, seal's fine, but they just wanted to take it to a sanctuary to give it a really nice place before they release it back into the wild. So yeah,
Yeah, so the police
cute.
were called out, they seen the seal, but as they went to get it, the seal started moving, so they had to start following the seal, in the police car. Really bizarre. I wish someone would have filmed that, just this seal sort of really slow police chase.
With a
Good
car, just a cop car behind the seal, like aw,
eyes
and
on the seal. Go
he's
um,
cute too. If you look at the picture of seal, they called him. Was it Oreo? Is that his name? Because
yeah.
he's a black and white speckled little guy. Oh, he looks so cute under that little car wheel. He is a cutie. Hey, buddy. Sorry, I'm talking to a picture, everyone. I do apologize, but he is adorable. Seals are
Uh,
adorable.
They are adorable. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. If you just have, I can see Bill has joined us for the first time this morning. Good morning,
Oh, hi,
Bill.
Bill.
We hope you are well. If you would like to get involved with the show this morning, I can see you're listening on an Echo show. If you go to backchannel.tv, you can type in whatever you'd like to tell us there this morning, Bill, within reason. We're a breakfast show. Yes. So also, by the way, if you are watching on an Echo show and can see how high Allison's hair is today, gets bigger every day. Gets bigger the happier she is.
It is true. It's like my happy radar. I literally had to readjust my camera to fit all my hair in today, everyone. I'm like the teacher from Grease. Is it the first Grease that has
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
hair? The woman?
She's got the giant hair.
That's me.
Yes, if you can see Allison's high hair on your watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device there is the word say, followed by whatever you like to tell us this morning. I can see that Adrian's just joined the stream as well. Adrian's first time on Backchannel also. Good
Hey,
morning.
Adrian. Nice to see you.
You are on an Echo show. So if you go to backchannel.tv, you can get involved with the chat this morning. Or if you watch on YouTube, just type in the boxes below. And speaking of YouTubers, Logan Paul, there's a story you might have heard this, IGN.com. And Logan Paul has confirmed he's right. So basically, there's a big story going on at the moment about Logan Paul, who's purchased some Pokemon cards, right? He's purchased 3.5 million box of Pokemon cards, and they think they may be fake. So he spent 3.5 million on possibly a fake box of Pokemon cards. I mean,
I know you're excited to get these Pokemon cards, but oh my lord, 3.5 million. I wonder what the actual value, though. I wonder what they're saying the value of these cards would be. If he bought it for
well,
3.5 million, they got to be worth more if they were real. But the problem
if they
is,
were real, yeah, exactly that. So and also, it's sort of like, do you know when you collect these things, the box? So basically, he's bought this box, and it could contain like rare Pokemon cards. Now, Logan Paul, big YouTuber, is and a boxer now, is a big Pokemon fan. He collects the cards, and he actually owns £150,000 Charizard. Apologies if you're a Pokemon fan, and I'm excusing that. Pronouncing that wrong. Sorry, got distracted because Doug has said, "How soft is Allison's hair?"
pretty
That's really
soft. I know. I was like, oh, it's pretty soft. It's pretty soft, Doug. It's as soft as it is shiny. If you
yeah.
have a view of it.
Listen, that's the kind of show we are. You can ask us questions like that, and we will answer them. Mine's very dry hair, Doug. Needs a condition. Right. Anyway, Logan Paul has purchased this box. Now, I'm getting all my words. So, Pokemon experts. So he's done this story. He's bought this box of Pokemon cards that we're going to do a big unboxing. But Pokemon card experts began to question whether this was genuine because they noticed the box Paul purchased doesn't resemble previous boxes for a similar set. So it's all going off on Logan Paul's YouTube if you want to get it. Now, imagine spending £3.5 million on something.
Yeah, but you would
That is
think
a bit
if they find out it's not real, he's gotta be able to approach the person who sold it. There's gotta be some legal ramifications
yes,
for
but the
this.
person he sold it, who sold it him, they were sold someone sold it them on on the, previce that it was real. So you've got to go back, got to keep going back. The person who purchased it before him bought it for 2.7 million.
Oh my
I need to
god.
get into Pokemon cards. That's the moral for this story.
No, you don't, because what if you buy fake ones? This is what we're learning right now. This is what's
What
scary.
do you think I've got 3.5 million to burn, Alison? I've got $3.5 in my account for my pension.
A pension, I've heard this word. I've heard of this word.
It just see it's so it just seems I mean maybe it's because I'm old. Producer Will's young. Do you collect Pokemon?
Do you still play Pokemon with your friends, Will? Do you?
Friends?
You and I are busy doing late night yoga. We don't have friends.
No, I kind of missed the Pokemon craze. My sister, she's 5 years older than me, I think she was just kind of at the end of it. But I've never really been into it. Not the cards, not the video games, not the TV shows.
The app where you hunt them down on the streets.
Oh,
like we
Pokemon Go.
found out
Yeah.
two cops. Was it Arkansas? They got busted for not doing their job and getting
No,
rare
like I'm not
Pokemon?
chasing that guy. I need to catch this.
The Goobaloo or whatever. I'm trying to make
Yeah.
up a Pokemon
If
name.
you're a Pokemon fan, say to your device the word "say" followed by
Your
what
favorite Pokemon.
Pokemon I look like the most.
Bulbasaurus.
Oh yeah, okay. The
Oh, that's the
fiery
only one I know. That's the only
Char-
one I know.
Charizard's the one that's on fire. Pikachu, Pikachu. That's it.
Will, if you were a Pokemon, I think you'd be Handsome Source.
Stop it,
Alison.
Alison, please.
Haley,
Oh.
you'd be
Favorite. You're my
Gorgeosaurus.
favorite.
Okay, thank you. Now you said it to me. Thank
I'd
you.
be Soft Pterosaurus. Soft Pterosaurus.
Big Aerosaurus. Will, while you're with us, Will, I
yeah.
don't suppose, and listen, I feel bad dropping this on you sort of last
Yeah.
minute, but I don't suppose you have a story for us that we could maybe talk about
Uh-huh.
the world's largest cast iron skillet.
Oh my god, I've got a story about one that was seen on a Tennessee highway. Is that okay? Is that
That'll
adequate?
do.
Will that
That'll
do?
do.
What
Yeah.
a coincidence. Thanks, Will.
Thanks for that seamless transition, Haley. That was you can't rehearse stuff like that.
No, you
But
cannot.
yeah, Haley's spot on. So I'm a big cooking fan. I'm a big fan of all of my kitchenware, all my cookware. It's my prized possessions. But this was a giant cast iron skillet frying pan that was seen being hauled down the highway on Tennessee. If you're watching on an Echo show, there's a very short video which I'll show you, but you're not missing anything if you're not. It's literally just
A giant skillet.
imagine a cast iron skillet and then make it huge and then put it on the back of a flatbed truck, and
Yeah.
that's what this video is. And basically it's heading towards there's like a museum of cast iron or something, and it's for that basically. There it is. if you're
It is.
watching.
Look at that giant. It's like the size of 4 sheds. If you have
It's
a
huge.
backyard shed, yeah.
So it weighs 14,360 pounds, and it's made of cast iron. It's 18 feet long from like handle to handle, which is massive. And its future home is the Lodge Cast Iron Museum in South Pittsburgh. So they just made a big frying pan for it, and because why not?
And there you go. That's the story. People saw it going down the highway. Massive. I love that they have a museum of large cast iron objects. I wonder what other cast iron objects they have. An iron?
In the museum. So I have a lot to say about this. So number one is later on stay tuned because later on in the show, Hayley and Allyson are going to be talking about big things, the world's largest things and the world's smallest things and all of that kind of thing. The second thing is when I was a child and we had to go on like long car journeys, we would play this game that I think my mum invented, but I bet she didn't. and it's basically you just have to look out for things that you see on the road, right? So, you have to see like a caravan. You have to see like a big, like an 18-wheeler. You have to spot like one of these things, like a train on the back of a truck or whatever. You have to see an old beetle, whatever. And never at any point on that list was you have to spot a giant frying pan.
A
That was
giant frying
It's
pan.
not on the list. But yeah.
It is incredible. Like, if I was driving down a highway and I saw that, that's a spectacular. I'd be like, well, look, that is not something you see every day,
No.
everyone.
I wouldn't want to be driving behind it though, in case it like came loose and like. The other thing is that, as you said, it was heading to the Museum of Cast Iron. Now, I've been to some weird museums in my time, and I feel like this might be a talking point for a future show. But yeah, I'd love to. Let's go and pay a visit to the Museum of Cast Iron.
And see, I'm trying to think of cast iron things. Like I said, an actual clothing iron would probably be made out old school cast iron.
Out of cast iron.
Pots.
Maybe like
maybe they have
pots
some
and
cast iron
pans.
pots. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
all kinds of useful stuff. But yeah, as I said, stay tuned because later in the show, you're going to be talking about oversized everyday objects.
Big things, little things. Big things,
yeah.
little things.
And speaking of weird museums, I was going to include it, but I decided against it at the last minute. It was like it was like a museum of the smallest versions. It was like the world's largest museum of the smallest versions of the largest objects. Or something. It was very confusing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like this. This sounds like a weird museum. I'm not putting this in the show, but it exists.
It's one tiny museum with just one giant object in it, and that's what they've titled it.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will. Speaking of sort of big things, by the way, you're trying to click off Will, and you
it just doesn't work sometimes.
Sometimes it's like, no, still we got. There we go.
He's off. They always have. There's a thing in Australia, isn't it, where they do like big things, and they're like sort of statues of big things around Australia. Heard this?
No, I didn't know this. Tell me.
So like there's like Australia. Maybe I'm just making this up. I've just had to Google it just to check. So they have like big statues of like giant banana and like giant shoes, and it's like quite an iconic Australian thing. If you've been to Australia and you've seen one of these, let me know, and so just I can check that I'm not dreaming this. But I'm pretty sure they have like they do. I've just googled it. Big ostriches and big animals and big crabs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like an Australian thing. But let us know if you've seen it. Maybe producer Will can do a little segment on that. But now, Allyson, it's time for a new game.
Yes, I love new games. New games.
This game is called What Did These Celebs Tweet? Do us a jingle, Allyson.
What did these celebs tweet? What did they tweet?
Really need to get some professional ones.
What
listen.
are you talking about? That's perfect. What did these celebs tweet? What did they tweet? All right.
If there's any musicians out there who'd like to do us a jingle for that, get in touch. What we're going to do is we're going to read out a selection of tweets that celebrities have tweeted. And we're going to miss a word out. And we want you to guess what you think that word is. Now, the way to do so, the command to give your device if you are watching on an Echo show, I can see Alyson's leopard print tracksuit. She's in leisure wear, but she's also smart. If you would like to make a guess and you can see us, all you need to do is then name your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. Dead easy to get involved with the chat. You just pop your name in, where you are in the world, and just type in the chat what you'd like to tell us. You can type your guess in for this game. You can ask how soft Alyson's hair is, and we will answer it. And if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below and make a guess that way. Just a silly little game, little bit of fun. Listen, have a guess. You don't lose anything because you don't win anything. So, Macaulay Culkin, Kevin from Home Alone, tweeted, "Hey guys, wanna feel old? I'm blank." Missing word. I'm blank. You're welcome. So Macaulay Culkin tweeted, "Hey guys, you wanna feel old? I'm blank, missing word, you're welcome." But what is the missing word in that celebrity tweet? The command to give your device, if you're watching and seeing Allyson stifle a yawn, is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you're listening on an audio only echo, go to backchannel.tv, type your guess in that way, dead easy. Macaulay Culkin tweeted, "Hey guys, you want to feel old? I'm blank. You're welcome." But what is the blank word, Allyson? Do you want to make a guess, Ali?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. So I'm gonna guess he's quoted his age. I mean, I don't exactly know Macaulay Culkin's age, so I'm gonna go. Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm gonna say 30. You're welcome. Right? I think he put in an age that he just turned. Is what I
Okay.
think. Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you think? What do you think at home?
What do
Let
you
us
think,
know.
everyone? Do you know his age? Do you want to? Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm tired. You're welcome. That would be my. That's
Do
how I
you know
feel.
how I know I'm old at the minute,
How
Allyson?
how babe?
I watch chiropractic videos on YouTube, and do you know, like, where they're clicking their backs and
And you're like, "Whoa, whoa,
yeah,
I'd love to have my back crack like that." That's yeah.
yeah, that's how I know I'm old. I'm
Do you
watching
know how I know
chiropractic
I'm
videos for
old?
light relief. How?
I just bought a weighted blanket. That's how I know I'm old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weighted blanket. Heard a lot about them. A lot of people are like, really helps you to sleep. And it does. 2.5 hours later, you will have the nap of your life, everyone. Yeah. Also, I know I'm old because when I stand up, most of my bones crack now, which is fun.
Mm.
I never had a lot of, I always had a few cracks, but now pretty much every little limb in my body just gives a little,
Mm.
hey, hey. That's what it
Hey,
says.
like the
Hey,
funds. Hey.
little crack. Hey.
I'm old, Allyson, because I sleep with a body posture pillow.
Is
You
that
have
your
one as well, don't you?
I
I
do.
have I have like 3 pillow my partner goes mad. I have a
You have a
pillow
knee pillow? You've
I
got
have a
your
knee pillow, yeah, to keep my back straight. I have an orthopedic head pillow, and I have to cuddle a pillow as well. I don't cuddle my partner. 8
You know what,
years.
though? I'm beginning to get that because when I sleep, I'm a side sleeper, and so I hunch
Mhm,
over, and I'm
that's
starting to
me.
think, like, it'd be good to have someone to keep my shoulder up. So, yeah, I'm beginning to understand the whole side pillow. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I think is
There we
going
go.
on.
Well, what was the tweet though? Let's just read it one more time. Macaulay Culkin tweeted, "Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm blank. You're welcome." And I can tell you, Allyson, I'll tell you the answer now. You were quite correct because this must be an old tweet because I'm sure he's older than this now. Macaulay Culkin said, "Hey guys, want to feel old? I'm 40. You're welcome."
And now
Uh,
I was gonna say 40, but then I was, like, trying to think of my age and Macaulay Culkin and watching the movie, and I was like, "Oh, where is he at?" I'll say 30. I'll go young just to be safe. But, yeah, he's 40. Macaulay
I think he's
Culkin.
older than that now. I think he's about 41, 42, isn't he?
Yeah.
But there you go. Home Alone, classic film, never ages, but Macaulay Culkin does age. Thank you for joining us with if you are this morning. See, Doug's friends having a few problems. I apologise for that. I'm not too sure what's happening there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll be back to join us soon. I can see that Malik has just joined the stream for the first time. Thank you for joining us, Malik. You are on an Echo show, I believe. So the way to get in touch and involved with the show is if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on a device. You could just type in what you'd like to tell us this morning. Say hello. Let us know what you've had for your breakfast. We're always interested in food related content,
Well,
aren't we?
always, consistently. Food, food, food. Um,
I'm trying to calorie count at the minute and it's not going well, Allyson.
oh, are you using an app? Let's become friends on an app.
Yes, I'm using a calorie counting app, but the problem is I don't want to admit when I use things I'm not meant to. You know what I mean?
I understand. You and I will have a private talk about it. We'll have a private talk. We'll have a private
Frosty has joined us. Good morning, Frosty. Hope you are well. You're watching on an Echo show, so you get to bask in our tired eyes, Frosty. If you'd like to say hello, all you need to do is say the name of your device. We can't say a name. You know who we're talking about. She starts talking. The name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning within reason. But we're currently playing a game called What Did These Celebs Tweet? Allyson, do the jingle.
What did these celebs tweet? What did they tweet?
What did they tweet? We're going to read out a celebrity's tweet. We're going to replace a word with the word blank. And yeah, we want you to guess what they said. So Mariah Carey said, blank is cancelled. But what is cancelled in Mariah Carey's tweet? Mariah Carey tweeted, blank is cancelled. But what is the blank word? Make a little guess if you would like to. It costs nothing to guess because we don't give you a prize. You just win a virtual hug from myself and Allyson. The command to say if you are watching on an Echo show is the word say, or if you're listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone and you can type your guess in there. Or if you're watching on a YouTube, maybe Doug, your friend, could get on YouTube and watch the link there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Try a different, yeah, that's a good idea.
One. So maybe do that. And on YouTube as well, you can just type in the box and we'll get your message direct to our screen. But Mariah Carey tweeted, blank is cancelled. But what is the missing word? What do you think, Ali?
Well, I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to imagine that this is from a little while ago. So I'm going to say that she put 2020 is canceled.
Okay.
How about that? Because that was the beginning of what the pando, everyone, that we've been going through. So 2020 is canceled would be my guess. Because I don't think it's a person. I don't think she would have gone directly with a person. Although, I mean, Mariah may.
I mean, she can say what she likes. She's Mariah.
I was going to say
the woman demands room temperature water. I think she
and not to be looked at directly as well, right? When you're backstage, Mariah Carey, you do not look Mariah Carey directly in the eye.
What does she want you to look? She best have some good shoes on.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm looking at your shoes. I'm looking at your shoes. Yeah. Could you imagine if she has horrible feet? She won't. She's Mariah Carey.
Look at these twiglet toes. Mariah Carey tweeted, blank is cancelled. What was the missing word? If you would like to make a guess, the way to do so, the command, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say, followed by your guess. I went cross-eyed then for some reason. Or if you're listening on an audio only Echo, like I can see a few of you are, if you go to backchannel.tv, type your answer in there. Dead easy. Get involved with the show this morning. Mariah Carey tweeted, blank is cancelled. I can tell you, she tweeted, Thanksgiving is cancelled. Don't know why.
Oh, so she decided to cancel Thanksgiving. All right, no problem. Well, there you go.
Maybe she just didn't have enough food in. I mean, I can't imagine she cooks, to be honest with you.
No, she certainly does not. She's got a million people doing everything.
Look, we've had an influx of new people joining the stream. Just to give a shout out, I can see our regular Sing is with us. Good morning. We haven't seen you for a while, Sing. Bill has joined the stream for the first time, and Naruto has joined. Also, good morning to you all. Listen, ways to get in touch if you are on an audio only Echo. So if you can't visually see us and see how big Allison's hair this is this morning, dead easy to get involved. If you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on a device, and you just can type in whatever you'd like to tell us this morning. You can type in guesses for the games we're going to play. And stick around, by the way, because we have a brilliant game of true or false coming up that people love on this show. It's what most people tune in for. So you can get involved there. If you'd just like to say hello, let us know what you had for your breakfast. Let us know what you're up to for the rest of the day. Then you can do that as well. You can tell us anything within reason. We don't want to have to ring the police. So do that. Welcome new listeners and hello to our staple listeners such as Doug, who's always with us. Let's have one more guess the celebrity tweet. So
all right. Okay.
Cardi B has said, we got to be careful with stuff Cardi B says, but Cardi B has said, do ants blank. What is the missing word? What did Cardi B tweet? Genuine tweet from Cardi B. She said, do ants blank. But what is the blank word? What did Cardi B tweet? If you think you know and you're watching on an Echo show, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv, type your answer in there. Or if you're on YouTube, Allyson, you can't drink that discreetly. Allison's trying to drink 2 litres of water a day. It's a resolution. And she's literally drinking out of a vat. It's like a water tower cooler of water. If you're watching on an Echo show, you get to see that gold.
It's very large, everyone. It's a very large water bottle.
So, Cardi B tweeted, do ants blank. What do you think the missing word is, Ali?
I'm going to say Cardi B and her jam. Do ants dance? That's what I think. Do ants dance? Because Cardi B is a dancer. Yeah, she's a mover and a shaker, as my mom would say. She sure can shake and move. She can strut. So Cardi B, do ants dance is what I think is in the blank. Like Hayley said, if you have a guest, let us know. Let us know. Again, it's Cardi B, so keep it clean. It's a morning
Mm.
radio show. But do ants dance is what I'm thinking it is. But what could it be? Do ants what? Do ants pee? Do ants drink out of a huge gallon of water? Do ants fall in love? Do ants? I don't know.
Do
What
ants know Adam? Adamant?
Adam?
It was a bad joke, that wasn't it?
It was
Do you know
good.
what? There's someone so myself, if you just joined us, myself and Alison, believe it or not, are professional stand-up comedians in the UK. Last night, I made the worst joke ever on stage just because of how poor it was. There was a woman in the audience who works she was an optician, basically. Something similar to her optician, but I'm just going to say that because it's easier
Yeah,
than explaining what she actually did. And I said, "What are you working tomorrow?" She said, "I'm working 9 to 5." And I went, "Oh, I to 5? Awful. Not funny, is it? Working I to 5," I said. Really bad
Did
joke.
did the audience give you anything, or did they just look at you?
No, they give me a round of applause, which was worse.
No,
'Cause
they
getting
did.
they did. I swear they did. And because it was so bad.
Here's the other
And
thing.
then they shouted, "Get
Yeah.
off!"
Get off. She was hosting, what is called, like a beat the anyway, it's a competition, so it's a lot of new acts, so that's the caliber of jokes they were getting when they applauded I to 5.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that just shows you. But listen, I digress. We were playing Guess the Celebrity Tweet, believe it or not. And Cardi B tweeted, "Do ants blank?" I can tell you what Cardi B actually tweeted was, "Do ants poop?"
I was close with pee. Okay, do they poop?
Mm.
Well,
Yeah, and I mean, do they?
do they? We are curious. Will, get on the pooping ant info train. We need to know. We need to know. They must. Ants must have some way of you don't just because they do eat things, they ingest things, and then it doesn't just it's not like diffusion,
They
it
must
just
be
disappears.
tiny anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd have thought it, Cardi B? And actually,
Do
yeah, she's got a
ants
point.
poop? And I bet you over 1,000,000 people responded to that tweet as well.
There we go. That was the Guess the Celebrity Tweet game. But we're going to have a game of true or false very, very shortly. So stick around for that because I know some of you are waiting for it. Earlier in the day, sorry, Alison, are you just sort of doing your neck
I
exercise?
was just kind of cracking my neck, guys. Just lifting
I've
that
got
water bottle. Really.
I've got a back roller now. Do you know what
What?
one of those is? So it's like a foam roller and you lie on it on the floor to crack your back.
Oh,
I'm really unattractive now.
that's not true. You're getting your back in order. I bought my mom for her. I bought her one of those automatic back massagers. Yeah, I went full
Whoa.
out. So she puts it up on the computer chair and it like massages her back. Yeah, it's like having a
Good.
masseuse. I almost bought one for myself here, but then I was like, ooh, Smith, you can't justify
No,
these
I need that.
purchases.
Can you send me the link?
I will.
Um,
There was one on sale. There was one on sale that looks really good. I'll send you the link. I wanted it.
I'm
You
not
get it.
even joking. Send me the link. If you've got any tips on back posture or things to make your back easier, get in touch. Listen, get involved with the show. We are here until 1 a.m. In fact, I've not done a coming up, have I? We've not got much
No.
coming up. Shall we do
Let's
one?
let's do a little coming up. Let's Haley, what's about to come up on the show? I would love to know.
Well, Alison, I'm glad you asked. Coming up in the next 40 minutes of the show, we're going to be talking about ridiculously oversized objects. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we? We're going to be playing a game of true or false. It's competitive because I make it that way. And we end the show on a fun fact for you to take away and tell your friends. That's all coming up in the next 40 minutes of the show.
You have reached the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will.
There we go. Stick with us, especially for true or false, because we need your help. Earlier, producer Will told us about a story in the news about the world's largest cast iron skillet. Of course he did.
Yep.
And so, here we go. We've got a link to Australians' big. So I mentioned this earlier. Thanks, producer Will. Australians' brilliant, bizarre things. So in Australia, it's not short of big things. Oh, sorry, my Siri's going off there.
Oh,
Apologies.
it's just kicking off.
It has giant objects all around Australia. Now, I don't know if we can get the pictures up, Will, just so people who've got an Echo show can see them. they've sculpted these like bizarre objects, put them all around Australia, and people visit them. They go to all these different areas of Australia just to have photos with big things. They've got a big giant banana, and that's in Coffs Harbour in New South Wales. It's been there for 55 years now, and he basically, the reason these were originally built was to attract people passing by and to have a look and see what it is. But then all of a sudden they just started popping up everywhere now, and people actually go around. So this is a giant banana. Oh, there we go, giant prawn
or shrimp, as some might
shrimp.
say, a giant shrimp prawn. It is huge.
I have a shellfish allergy, so that's
So
making
you
me
don't say
very
anything.
hyped.
Itchy. Big banana. There it is. What do we have after the big banana? We've got a giant steer, a big cow. Big cow. That's always interesting in someone's front lawn. Huge pineapple. Ooh.
But
Oh,
people go around. It's like a touristy thing now. They literally travel around Australia, not just to find themselves, but to find big objects.
The giant toad. There's a giant toad. That toad is terrifying.
Yeah, that's just, you're just looking at a picture of me there, Allyson, producer.
Oh, the big lobster is the thing nightmares are made of as well. There we go. Big lobster. That is absolutely terrifying. What else do we got? We got big bull. We got a big mango. We got a big mango.
Literally all around Australia. If you've visited one of these big objects, if you've been traveling in Australia, do let us know what your favorite big item is in Australia. Thanks, producer Will. But also, there was an article in rankred.com. You can have a look at this about the 12 smallest things in the world. Let's keep it clean. We're a breakfast show. If you want to know what the 12 smallest things in the world are, we're about to tell you. Because what size do you think this? Actually, that maybe not. Let me not go with that one. I was going to say something, and then I thought, actually, Hayley, not suitable for breakfast. Smallest fish in the world. How big?
The size of half of your pinky nail.
Yeah. Well, 6.2. Yeah, you're completely correct. 6.2 to 7.3 millimeters in length is the smallest known fish. So that is like half your fingernail, isn't it?
Yeah. Boop, boop. Not bad. There was a camera I saw on here. Camera. Do you see that? It's like, it literally looks like a large speck of dust. Like the camera is so small. It's on somebody's fingertip. And it even looks super tiny there. Like just the tiniest little thing. We got a smallest monkey. What is this? Smallest primate. 9.5 centimeters. Look at that little guy. Beady eyes.
Can I just tell you, Allyson, I hold the record actually for the smallest amount of audience members at a gig.
How many?
In Edinburgh Festival. It's a festival where comedians go. They perform hour-long shows. 3 people.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I had to do, and I knew one of them. I had to do, and that's including the tech. I had to do an hour-long show.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on a 3-person audience, especially when one is the tech that knows your show and the other is someone you know. And then there's a lot of pressure on that 3rd person who's like, how do I get out of here without anyone seeing? No, everyone's going to see. You can't leave. Yeah. You're a hostage. Yeah.
A friend, actually, I probably shouldn't say, a friend of ours, he went to watch a show and he realized no one was coming in. So he went to go up and leave, and the guy just burst out the curtain and went, hello, and he had to stay there for the whole thing. He said it was just painful. Listen, should we play true or false? Should we start it now?
Yeah, I think so, because let's be honest, people come for the true and false. They stay for us, but they come for the true and false. We know it.
We know it. Listen, true or false? This is competitive true or false. It's not just any true or false. It is competitive, and it's competitive because I make it that way. Myself and Allyson are go head to head. We ask each other. Basically, this is the Squid Game of true or false.
It is.
Yeah. I take it in turns with Allyson to ask each. You're stretching for this. You're actually.
I was getting warmed up. Yeah.
We take it in turns to ask each other a true or false question. It's as easy as that. The problem is, if I lose, I'm really angry for the rest of the day.
It's true.
And it's not fair on the people I live with. So help me win today. If you want to make a guess, if you want to take part in true or false, the way to do so, the command, if you're watching on an Echo show, is the word say, followed by your guess. True or false? It's as easy as that. Or if you know a fact about the question we are asking, then maybe throw that into the mix as well. Or if you just want to make a guess, you don't have to know it. To make a guess, it's as easy as that. There's only this 50-50 chance, like Allyson says in previous shows, that you could get it right. So make a guess. If you're listening on an audio only echo, I can see a few of you are. If you go to backchannel.tv, type your answer in there. I can't stress how easy it is. You don't need to put an email address in or anything like that. You just literally pop your name in and you can get involved with the show that way. Dead easy. And you can also see what other comments we're getting through as well and interact with people on there. So it's a fun little thing to do, be involved with the Backchannel community. Also, while you are at backchannel.tv, why not hit the leave a review button? Let us know what you think of the skills of Backchannel. We would love to hear from that. So, Allyson, would you like to go? Did you win yesterday? We drew.
We tied. We tied yesterday. So, I mean, I'm happy to go first. I'm happy to ask first. Whatever you want, Hayley.
Let me have a look.
What
at
do you
the
feel like?
questions.
You'll look at the
Okay. I'm going to ask you the first question.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Here we go. Competitive. True or false?
False.
The Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. But is that true or is it false? The Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. True or false?
Well, I am not an expert on tunnels around the world. I've been through a few, but the Channel Tunnel. Well, the Channel's pretty big. I mean, my gut instinct is true. I won't lie. The Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. My gut instinct is true. But if you are a tunnel expert out there and you are listening, William, this is your first time on Backchannel. Nice to see you. We are now playing competitive true or false. Our first question is, the Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. Is it true or is it false? Like Hayley said, it's easy to get involved if you are on a... Oh, Hayley, you do it. You're much better at this. You're much
Also,
better
by
at...
the way, I can see Sheila has just joined us. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Sheila is a delight. Listen, if you want to get involved, if you want to make a guess, if you are watching us on an Echo show and can see our faces, dead easy. The command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess. So you'd say the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to Backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device and just type in the answer. It's dead easy. Listen, there's not pages and pages you have to sign up and things like that.
Nope.
It's just dead easy to get involved with the chat. So do that. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. Loads and loads of ways to get involved. Get my words out. Loads and loads of ways to say involved. Oh, Doug is with us. Thank you, Doug. So the Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. Doug has said false. Allyson, you were saying true.
Yeah.
Changed your mind?
Well, yeah. I mean, I trust Doug explicitly. So here's the thing: if Doug is
Why
saying
is that though?
false,
Because Doug Googles the answers.
he does, but we love Doug. And you're allowed to Google answers, everyone. You can work on your instincts or you can just look up the answers. We can't because we are here live playing it. But if Doug says false, well then, Doug, I always feel a kindred spirit connection to you. So I'm going to say false. Doug and I are going with false. We do not believe the channel is the longest rail tunnel in the world.
You feel a kindred connection to Google. And you'd be right, because Doug is right, because it is false. And I can tell you that the longest rail tunnel in the world is the Gotthard Base Tunnel in Switzerland, which is 4 miles longer than the Channel Tunnel at 35.5 miles long. Kane's just come in saying true there. Okay, just in time to her. But there we go. New question.
All right.
Let's go.
New question. Hayley. All right. Next question. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine. Is that true or false? So in the 1830s, ketchup was sold as a medicine.
Right, Allyson. Well, this is unfair because you have an advantage on me because you were around in 1830.
I was. I invented ketchup.
So, I don't know. It's one of those questions that's so weird. It's probably true. It's medicine to me because I cannot have fries without ketchup.
Oh, I love ketchup.
But what would it be medicine for? Like,
I mean,
tomatoes.
anything, right? Back in the
Mm.
1830s, people were selling snake oil was gonna cure everything. Now they're like, "Yeah, this tomato-based medicine will cure you of a cough, of a fever, of a"
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me, but then I'm like, it's one of those ones that's so, oh, Doug's saying true, so it's gonna be true, isn't it? Um, if anyone else would like to make a guess, the command to give your device is the word say. Doug's saying true. What do you think if you're listening at home or wherever
Do you
you are?
know
Your dog's chipping in, Alison. What's your
my
dog saying?
dog's he's got ketchup opinions. We're saying ketchup. What I love, though, is when I moved to the UK, a lot of people refer to it just as red sauce.
Oh, yeah, they do in the UK. Red or brown sauce, they say.
Yeah. Brown sauce is HP sauce, so like a brown kinda like a steak sauce, but, HP, House of Parliament sauce. And then red sauce is what they call ketchup or, tomato sauce. But I always thought red sauce was interesting. I was like, "Oh, I would just say
Yeah.
ketchup."
We're
Although
very
ketchup
basic.
is a brand, so I get it. You're not basic, it's interesting. International wording is very interesting. So,
Okay.
okay, what do you think, Haley? Was ketchup sold as a medicine? Is it true or is it false that it was a medicine?
Okay. Doug saying true. I'm gonna back Doug because in Doug we trust, for good reason. But if anyone else would like to make a guess, do so very, very quickly. The command to give your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Type your answer in there. Kaney is still with us. Would you like to make a guess? Are you sat next to Doug? Oh no, you're not sat next to Doug.
No.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to give an answer. I can't delay it much longer, can I?
No.
In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as medicine. I'm gonna go with Doug. Let's go true.
You're gonna go true? Well, you are always right to bet in Doug. It is true. It was sold as a medicine in 1830s. It doesn't say what it cured. I'm pretty sure that they would say it just cured anything. That's the
Yeah.
sell.
Hunger, or maybe hunger. We are playing competitive true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We need your help to get these answers right. If, like Doug, you would like to get involved, the command to give your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type a little guess in that way. Or if you're on YouTube, just type in the comments box below. So, Allyson,
Yes.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And Allyson, if you get this incorrect, you have to give me the contents of your fridge.
All right. Sounds
What's in
great.
there, though? What's in there at the
It's
minute?
a lot of sauces. I got a lot of sauces. I love
Just
sauce.
condiments. Just
Yeah.
condiments.
I've also got an amaryllis bulb, which is a flower.
In the fridge?
Yeah, because it just keeps better if you keep it in the fridge. I'm giving it to my cousin, but if you win the contents of my fridge,
No,
then
actually, do you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't want
have
it.
you changed your mind?
Mm.
Oh,
I don't want condiments and a plant. Here we go. Allyson, your
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
It's illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on the curb in St. Louis. St. Louis? St. Louis. St. Louis.
St. Louis. Yeah.
It is illegal. There's a lot of components to this question. Here we go.
Yeah.
It is illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on a curb in St. Louis. True or false?
Well, I hope true. I don't want anyone drinking beer out of a bucket hanging out in public randomly, but I mean, it could be a tricky trickster question. Maybe
I mean, if you're drinking beer out of a bucket, you've got bigger problems than it being illegal, haven't you?
Yeah. That's why I'm feeling that it should be true. I don't think you should be drinking out of a bucket, right? You should drink out of a glass, drink out of a bottle. So it's illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on the curb in St. Louis. Is there anyone from St. Louis that can tell us? Put down your bucket and pick up your phone
Get off
and
that curb.
go to backchannel.tv. You know what? What do you think out there? What do you think? Is it illegal to drink beer out of a bucket while you're sitting on the curb in St. Louis? I'm going to say I think that's true. I think it is illegal to drink out of a bucket. Out of a bucket.
Doug has said
Doug's saying
false.
false. All right. Well,
What are you going to go with, Ali?
Do you know what, Doug? I do trust you, but I feel like sometimes I gotta go on my own hunches too. So
No, I
I'm gonna
think you should trust Doug.
which means I should not trust Doug because Haley wants me to give the wrong answer. So I'm saying true is what I am saying.
Well done, Alison. You get a point. It is true.
Yay!
Thank you, Doug, for the distraction, though. It really worked.
Yeah, it should be illegal to drink alcohol out of a bucket. We in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I'm from. Thank you. We're in the last half hour of the show. I made it that far without telling people
I
where I'm
know you've
from.
done really, really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have pony jugs. Do you know what a pony jug is? It's like a
I do not
tiny.
know what a pony jug is.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So a pony jug is like, when you get like a jug of sangria at a restaurant or like a big jug of a mixed drink. So a pony jug is like a smaller jug, but it's still much larger than any mug you can imagine, any beer stein, any. So it's a jug, and you get a pony jug of like various alcoholic drinks. One that is specific to where I'm from is called a paralyzer. That's right. The alcoholic drink is called a paralyzer, and it is Kahlua milk and vodka.
Mm.
Yeah, because we are concerned with our calcium intake, but we also want to drink. So
Horrendous.
get me a pony jug of a paralyzer. So yeah. So I'm glad that yeah, true. You shouldn't be allowed to drink out of buckets. Yeah.
Kane just come in at the last minute saying false. Both you and Doug actually incorrect on that. It was true. Well done, Alison. You get the point. Thank you for Kane and Doug for taking part in that. I can see
Woo!
that Hershey Park has just joined us from Alaska. Good morning.
In
If you would
Alaska. Wow.
Wow. If you would like to join the game, we're playing competitive true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show on Backchannel. It's as easy as that. It's a true or false game. There's only two answers. If you would like to make a guess, I can see that you are on an audio only echo. You go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your tablet, backchannel.tv, and you can just type in your answers, type in whatever you'd like to tell us this morning within reason. It is very early, and we will have a little chat to you. Get involved, because Backchannel is the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. And if you're lucky enough to have an echo show like lovely Sheila, you can see Alison every now and again just prop her glasses up on her face. Do they fall down your nose now?
They do. Sometimes they start to slide, so I need to just.
The worst thing about this pandemic was when you wear a glasses wearer and you have to go to the shop with your mask. Awful.
Because it's so. Although I did find these wipes called anti-fog wipes, which really do help your glasses so they don't fog up quite as much.
Oh, really? Is that what you? Everyone's purchasing hand sanitizer and mask, and you're like, I need some anti-fog.
This is ridiculous. I can't see anywhere I'm going. Yeah, anti-fog wipes, everyone. It really does help. Really does help.
There we go. Let's have a question. Give me a question, Alison. We're playing true or false.
All right, get ready, everyone. Get ready. In Cleveland, Ohio, it is illegal to catch mice without a license. Is that true or is it false? That in Cleveland, Ohio, it is illegal to catch mice without a license.
Got a license to catch mice, and I know it's going straight. I mean, I presume you do, because don't like rat catchers and things like. I mean, does it? I presume if you like that's your job, you need a license. But is it illegal to catch one on the street? Why would you want to catch a rodent if you're not a rodent expert?
Catcher.
Unless you're Tom and out of Tom and Jerry, why would you want to catch a mouse unless you're working in pest control? But do you know the answer? If you are listening, if you are based in Cleveland, Ohio, and you've been sent down before for catching mice without a license, if you've been imprisoned for catching mice without a license before, let me know. Is it true or is it false? The question was, in Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. Is that true or is it false?
Doug is in there, and he's from Ohio. He's from Ohio.
Oh, hang on, but you're saying that so much to like try and sway me.
I haven't even looked at the answer, to be honest with
Okay.
you. So you can go either way. Either way. I'm not trying to
Doug,
trick or trick you. Yeah.
Doug is from Ohio. You're quite right. So I'm gonna and Doug is saying true. That is true. I was gonna say true anyway, Doug.
Okay.
So because of course if that's your job, you definitely need one, wouldn't you? You can't just go in and do a job if you're not qualified.
Nope.
The question In Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to catch mice without a license. Doug is saying that's true. I'm thinking it's true. If anyone else would like to make a guess, do so now. We're going to do the reveal very, very shortly. I'm thinking that's true, Ali.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right?
Doug's like, house is overrun with mice. He's like, there's nothing I can do. Haven't got a
I
license.
don't have a license. I wonder if that's to just make sure that, you know, the pest people get all the work. Pest people. That is not the correct term for exterminators.
Pest control.
Pest control actually get all the work, and that people aren't trying to deal with things themselves. Because, look, I don't know if anyone has ever had a mouse infestation, but in university, there were a few, because we lived in apartments where it was all university students and everyone just partied and left food around. And so we had a few mouse infestations, and they're tricky. They're tricky to deal with, everyone. I'll say that. So, yeah. So what do you think?
Tom and Jerry. I've seen Tom and Jerry, and just a little door into his own little wall. Very hard. He's got better accommodation than me, and he's a mouse. I'm going to go true. Doug's saying true. Let's go true. Allyson.
You know, yeah, you guys are both absolutely correct. Always trust Doug from Ohio. Yes, it is true. In Cleveland, Ohio, it is illegal to catch mice without a license. So those of you sitting in your houses in Ohio worried about that mouse, you can't deal with it on your own. You got to go call an expert. Get on it. That's legal. That's legal advice. Get some legal assistance when it comes to catching mice. Very good. All right.
There we go. If you've just joined us, we are playing True or False. If you would like to get involved, there's many ways to do so. If you're watching on an Echo show and can see I haven't really my hair. I've made much effort with my hair today. If you can see that, go. All you need to do, the command to give your device is the word say. So you say the name of your device. We can't say a name because she talks. The name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by your guess. If you are listening on an audio only Echo, go to backchannel.tv on your phone or device, and you can just type your answer in there. Dead easy to do that. I cannot stress how easy it is. Backchannel.tv. Get involved with the show. Or if you're on YouTube, just type in the box below. It's dead YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, you're probably watching that Logan Paul video where he's bought Pokemon for £3.5 million, and they might not be real. Wow. Here we go. Allyson, give me a question.
All right. Wait.
Oh, no, it's mine. I'm asking you a question. Yeah,
I was like, hang on. Wait, you got to ask me now. Okay.
What's the score? What year is it? No, what is the score, though?
It's 2-2.
Oh, it's like a ballet outfit.
I was just going to say, like a dancer's skirt. 2-2. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Speaking of ballet, I take my daughter to baby ballet.
Oh, that's adorable. Does she like it?
It's adorable, but she does know ballet. They just run up and down the length of the room with a plimsoll in the hand. She's 2. Of course, she's not going to do ballet. Here we go. You're born with 300 bones, but when you get to be an adult, you only have 206. Is that true? Or is it false? You're born with 300 bones, but when you get to be an adult, you have 206. Is that true or is that false?
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think we lose bones as we get older. I mean,
Sheila's straight in there. She said true.
Sheila was true. All right. Well, Sheila, you were confident in that answer. Good morning. It's Sheila from Florida. Yes, Sheila, we know. We're so happy to have you back again. We love having you. Although I do love that your name says Shiva. Sheila Shiva. Sheila. Yeah. Oh, so you think it's true. See, I didn't believe Doug says yes as well. So true. Gosh, guys, I didn't think it was true, but both of you have come in very strong with your true answers. So I'm going to go true. What do I know? I'm no bone expert. I'm not a bone expert.
Really?
I am no bone expert, Hayley. I don't know my bones.
Well, listen, before I even looked at the answer for this, I knew that as adults you have 206 bones because we've had a question about this before, and lovely Marnie, who's one of our regulars on the show, she's not with us today, she's a teacher, and she's like, yes, you have 206 bones, but were we born with 300? I can tell you are right to trust Sheila and Doug because that's true.
Wow.
What happens to all those bones?
And what bones do we lose? That's what I want to know. Is that why my back's hurting? Am I losing backbones? What is happening? Is that what's going on?
That's why you have so many pains when you're older. You just got bones
I
falling
used
out
to have a
left, right,
bone
and
there,
center.
but now I don't. It's so hard. Yeah. What bones do we lose? I wonder what it is.
Will, what bones
What
do
bones
we
do we
lose?
lose as we get older? Okay, so here's Sheila. Some of the bones that are lost are
The
Fontella bones.
fontanelle
Oh,
is in the skull, yeah. Yeah,
oh,
that is, and Sheila said fontanelle bones of the skull as a baby, which is gross. Oh,
oh,
gross,
gross,
gross.
gross, not gross.
Uh, okay, so so as the skull grows, those bones go. Well done, Sheila.
Interesting.
Sheila, you know a lot, Sheila. Very clever lady.
And I do think
Um,
it's gross as well as gross. I'll just say that. No,
yeah. Well done, Sheila. Well done, Doug. Well done. I mean, well done, Alison. You didn't do any of the work, Sheila. You
oh,
did it for you.
oh, Sheila, thank you.
Ali, give me a question. I need to redeem myself then before we finish the
Okay.
show.
Here we go. Because
Yes.
I'm winning right now. Okay, so a jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1 out of 100 th of a second. What does that mean? Th of a second.
Hundredth.
Hundredth. Sorry.
Good morning.
What does th stand for? Jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1/100th of a second. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's a good job Sheila and Doug are helping you out today, Alison.
I used to be a teacher. Moving on.
Yeah.
So
Drama doesn't count. Okay. Oh, as Sheila said, Ali, I didn't know what TH meant either.
thank you, Sheila. I was like 100. What is th? Okay, so a jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1/100th of a second. Is that true or is that false? Tell me in a jiffy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a phrase, isn't it? I'll
Yeah.
do that in a jiffy. Tell me in a jiffy. So it must be true. Doug! What's my boy Doug saying? Sheila, do you know? You know a lot about bones in the body, Sheila, but do you know about a jiffy? Oh, please say you do, Sheila, because I need to get this right. Doug is saying yes.
He's quick on the old Google
I
today,
would
isn't he?
say. Getting good at Google, Doug. I would tend to say yes anyway, Doug, because we say that. We use that as a term of phrase. Sheila's
do.
saying true. Oh, and Sheila and Doug, we trust. Listen, I'm going to answer this in a jiffy, and I'm going to say true.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm not going to waste any time. You are right. There it is. In a jiffy, you are absolutely correct. Yes. So jiffy is an actual unit of time for 100th of a second, everyone.
There you go.
Mm.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Doug. And thank
Yeah.
you to me for getting the point. I'm doing like a Gwyneth Oscar speech. I'd like to thank
Sheila and
Okay.
Doug.
Should we do
and-
one more each, dead quick? before
Yes,
move
we
on?
should because we're tied. So we gotta.
It's gonna keep because me and you don't want to lose. So whatever Sheila and Doug are saying, we're sticking.
We're with
mean,
it. We're with it.
We're gonna draw all week. Okay, here we go. Quick questions.
Okay.
2 more questions. Thank you for
Okay.
taking part. If you would like to take part, like Sheila and Doug, 3 ways to do so. 4 if you live outside. If you live on my street, you could just come and shout it outside my window. No, I'd hear it that way. Bailey's just joined the stream. Good morning, Bailey.
Good morning, Bailey.
We are playing competitive true or false. I'm just about to refresh you on the ways to get in touch. If, like Sheila and Doug, you are watching on an Echo show, if you just say the word say to your device, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning, such as Hayley, put a brush through your hair. You can do it that way. If you are listening on an audio-only Echo, which Bailey, I believe you are, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or on your device, like tablet, etc., and you can just type in, get involved with the show that way. Dead easy. Don't have to fill in pages and pages of forms. You can just get involved with the chat straight away because Backchannel is the only place you can interact with us, your hosts. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just type in the box below. But
And a side note, before I ask Hayley another question here, no, you're asking me this time, right? Are you asking me?
I'm asking you, Allyson.
Yeah. So before Hayley asks me this question, I just want to give a shout out to all of our listeners today. Thank you so much. Our listenership is growing every single day, and we're very grateful because the people that we've had, like Sheila, like Doug, Tim isn't here today, but normally Tim is here. We love having you. And so much like Doug recommended Kane to join us, please feel free to recommend your friends because we have loved our regular listeners so much that I want the people that you have in your life to be a part of our life. So
Yeah,
thank you.
we
Yeah.
love them so much that Sheila is going to actually let us stay in her spare room when we come over to Florida to go to the theme parks. She doesn't actually know that yet.
But
Do
we're
you,
gonna have a
Sheila? Have you got
great
real
time.
Canadian?
Sheila, we're gonna have a great
Oh,
time.
hang on. Sheila has left the stream. She's left the stream. No, she
Sheila's out. No,
hasn't.
she hasn't.
Here we
She's
go.
still there.
Here we
We
go.
love it. All
True
right.
or false? True
Yeah.
or false? The queen bee lays up to 200,000 eggs in 1 year. The queen bee lays up to 200,000 eggs in 1 year. But is that true or is it false? Alison, what are you saying?
Well, I feel like that is the queen's job, is to just lay eggs. That's what she does, right? So this can either go one of two ways. Either it is not enough or that is the amount. And I'm going to think of honeycombs. I'm going to think, you know what? I mean, part of me wants to say false because I feel like she might lay even more than 200,000 eggs. I feel like this is a tricky trickster question. What do you think, Doug? You're usually with me on the tricky trickster questions. Are they trying to trick me? Is it more? I feel like she might even lay more than just 200,000
Okay, I'm
eggs.
going to need your answer before Sheila and Doug intervene. So, Alison, well, let's do that because I
Okay.
think we're relying on them too much.
Okay,
And I'll do that
okay.
for the next one.
Okay, I'm going to say
Wait.
false. I'm
Okay,
going with
Alison
false.
said false. We've locked in. Doug and Sheila, get your answers in. Alison can't change her mind now.
No,
She
I'm going
cannot
with
change her
false.
mind. Doug has said false as well. What is Sheila saying? Are you still with us, Sheila? She's probably scared now. She's like, do they know where I live? They're
We
coming over?
We don't know,
No,
Sheila. We really
we
don't.
It's fine. The queen bee lays up to 200,000 eggs in 1 year. Alison has said false. Doug has said false.
I think we're going with false. I'm going with false.
Okay.
Sheila, even if you
You're
join
already
in,
going with false. You can't
Yeah.
change. You
Yeah.
can't change. Here we go. The answer is true.
She's so
Yeah.
happy with that. All right, true.
Listen, we had to do it a different way, Alison, because Doug and Sheila are too good, and we're just going to keep drawing.
See, Sheila
Okay.
said false as well, so I don't feel guilty for going with my yeah. Should have said
Okay.
true. Okay, Hayley, here we
Last
go.
question. Yes.
Okay.
Last question.
It takes just 1 day to make a jelly bean. It takes just 1 day to make a jelly bean. Is that
What do you
true or is
mean
that false?
just 1 day? Jelly beans are tiny.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like a jelly bean a day. But does it take just a day? Is that all it takes to process
It
and
takes
create?
just 1 day to make a jelly. Well, surely it takes less time than a day to make a tiny jelly bean, because if that was the case, they sell loads of jelly beans. When did they start making them? In the 1802? I'm saying false. It takes 1 day to make a jelly bean. I'm going to go false. I'm locked in.
You're going
I'm
false?
saying false. Sheila and Doug, what are you saying? I can't change my mind. I've said false.
Okay. Well, Hayley, I will tell you this. You are correct. It is false.
Of course it is. Yeah, Doug said
takes-
false.
Do you want to? It takes a week to make a jelly bean. Yeah, it takes a week. Probably because it has to set. They have to, get I don't know, but it takes a week to make a jelly bean. So there's a lot of work going into all those little beans that you're shoving in your mouths, everyone. So appreciate every single jelly bean that you are eating. Kane came in true. Doug said false. Well, thank you, everyone, for being involved. Hayley is very grateful as she has won the day, everyone. She won the day.
I am the champion of this game. Thank you very
She
much, Doug.
is.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Thank you very much, Kane, for taking part in today's show. You are all winners to us on the Hayley and Alison show. Listen, stick around because the lovely Liv Harrison is an absolute ray of sunshine. She is up next with her show, Live Every Day. Oh, producer Will is back today, 9 till 10 with Kate Cocker, with Everyday Positivity. Jam and Rennie is after them. The Anthony Davis show, followed by Hal Rudnick, followed by Mario Smith. We've got a whole rota of shows here today on Backchannel, so stick around. We like to end the show on a fun fact, and very, very quickly, I can tell you, here's today's fun fact, Alison, that the Nobel Peace Prize is named after Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite.
Oh,
See what I did?
booyah.
Boom.
Well, isn't that interesting? So you can go around and share that little tidbit of information with, I mean, maybe be discreet about who you drop it with, "Did you know, the guy who invented dynamite is actually his last name's Noble? That's where the Nobel Peace Prize comes from." That is an interesting piece of information. Definitely will be on a Trivial Pursuit question somewhere. So, hey, if you can't figure out where to use this information, one day you'll be playing the Trivial Pursuit game and you will win. But you're winners anyway because you have joined us and we adore you, listeners. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Yep.
We are back tomorrow with lovely producer Will, 6 till 8 a.m. Join us, tell your friends, come and join us, but stick around for Liv Harrison, who is up next. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye.